Hello, hello. Welcome again to the messy trial of the um well of today. We are here to episode 5. We are investigating the case, which is messy as hell. Mr. Wright? So what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Let's see, what's going on? The victim detective, Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor parking lot and the police department evidence room. Yeah, room. So do I twice. What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we are going to find out. Alright, let's do this. Glad she's good in spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much of help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go change our white trash. You know, I really don't think we should worry about police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there, who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room, no biggie. Besides, my sister will never do such thing, I know it. The old room, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over, but the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister raising evidence at the crime scene? Never. And though she said they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not at all. Just both professional at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was a blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. You're the strength of my sons on your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that green for? In this situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? All this sticky stuff, you know? You can't just wash it away with little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. Wouldn't the police have already done this test? I trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. So give it a try. Me? Why? I have to do this? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing blood stain with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look. I landed. You had an extra parent for testing? Thank you. That's a blood reaction. Just spray luminol on it. Like this. Press enter to spray. Enter? Okay, let's find out blood stain. Yeah. Yeah. We are consuming it. There you go. I have to examine that too. Oh, to CSI. I can see her eyes shining behind his glasses. So is this a blood stain? Blood stain? Oh, it's Emma, you're shaking. This is my first time seeing real blood. Well, you're not really seeing it, but okay. I mean, scientifically speaking, because it's not really there. Well, it was there. It's not saying. Okay, well, we definitely know that is a blood stain. Blood stain. But doesn't something strike you at all, scientifically speaking, of course? What's odd about this, scientifically speaking? Location. Well, the blood stain location, of course, is elementary. Huh? Why is that elementary? I mean, wouldn't think that if there was a fire, you expect some blood stain here. I suppose you might think that. Come on, Mr. Wright. We'll count on you. There's something odd. Oh, but if it's not the location of the blood, oh, then okay, sorry. Maybe it's the amount of blood that's odd. I definitely think so. Okay. I mean, look at the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It's pretty strange. If they fall here, there have to be more blood than this. Oh, hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark the floor plans when we found the blood stain, okay? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff is pretty handy too. Take out my allowance to buy that. Okay, that's interesting. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of the day. Yeah, it feels like we were really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give these a spray on anything suspicious. Haha! Huh? Aha! I wonder how that fluid of yours will react to nice deli box. Mister, you only trust your own eyes. Not bad, you do. This day, old Dally Box is on the house. Sorry, just that kind of lead, it doesn't really get my mouth watering. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apology, Mrs. Stein, but... No, it's okay, it was my fault. Oh, we know. Oh, we know! I wasted everything from that security room, right there. But I was afraid I wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that I'm sorry. Sorry? You lie on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget that is what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed events from what was different, I still saw what I saw. So chief prosecutor's car stabbed a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. No, this photograph was something important to tell us, but what? So you were a detective, weren't you, Mrs. Stone? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they face me, they cough it up. They cough it up? They confess. They babble like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouth of suspect after suspect. Before long, they called me the Cough-Up Queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. Oh, wow, damn. And you were let go? Or fired? I felt that I had found funny dream. I felt that I found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if she prim and proper prosecutor hadn't let me go, there'd still be one day. Today, whatever. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... What do you think about this? The SL9 is written on that knife. Oh, that knife. Goodman. Goodman was the detective of that case, you know. Really? The knife was evidence from the crack case, the murder weapon. It was due for Transferrals the very day of the Goodman was killed. And as I suspected, SL9 isn't over, not yet. You think you could tell us more about SL9 incident? No? I guess no? She humbly refused. I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Like when you were at the Cough-Up Queen, right? Found his ID card in his parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that it's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. That's impossible. You, yes? I think you wanted some coffee, right? Okay, I guess she doesn't care. Okay. Everything I smell here is wasted time. Yes, if you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the garden. But even if I got flustered, sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime. Rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. Only my testimony as it were. 5 minutes weren't the problem. Mister, you lying was the problem. Listen, little. If I had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Can you go? And this didn't really open up my eyes. We're nothing to them disposable. Disposable to who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I ever handled. The police and the prosecutor were desperate for decisive evidence, so they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. Doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was they never did find decisive evidence, not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? Oh, on the basis of evidence of assault. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those. Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As a professional detective, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then he was over and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? It was another side of the case, a hidden side. That's what we were after. No one up in their fancy office can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. Come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help investigate. These are old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Because when our old detective on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie, what? Seem like you are serious about investigating this case. Yes. You should take this. Salisbury steak lunchbox? You know, certain guy who might help you if you're tempting with these treats. Interesting. Oh wow, thank you. I didn't know to what guy I should give you. Mr. Officer Marshall, is he? Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I'm just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was so nice to me back then. This will be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We are putting the past to rest as it were, nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Go to the police department. Let's find him. Even busier here today than he was yesterday. The detectives are running around fast. They are so fast. So fast they are blurring. Suppose it makes sense that the detective didn't get killed here after all. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet, we got the front desk. Here it is. She's like a kid in an amusement park. Ah, real crime scene. Let's take a look. I don't think we have access to it. Am I wrong? Oh, wow, there's a lot of whiskey. I'm guessing it's whiskey, by the way. Okay. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the there is the gas station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room. What the fuck is this? So beyond the door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. Sure, it seemed that way. Oh, what's wrong? It's those khaki. They are so prinkly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the khaki, stay out of the desert. But I want to know if this is gas station where is the guard. I have the feeling I know who he is already. My fellow marshal? What the fuck? Look on the floor, a lasso. Looks like he set up a trap something. A trap? Here. Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch up a wild bull in here, but the lasso missed. What the fuck? How the fuck a wild bull will enter to a police department? Oh my god. You sure have an active imagination. There's a lot of Yipes. This show particularly, they must the real deal. I think just one big one will be I will think just one big one will be sufficient. His khaki are a lot like my sister actually. Are you serious? I'm really trying to understand if she actually is serious. Okay, how so? Encased in cold, rigid, shallow with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Okay, I guess it is what it is. Can we have... The evidence room is beyond that, or I just walk in? It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Well, we have this thing? Oh my god. I guess we can't. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It's a recording. Well, we could use these computers to check on who went in and out there. Yep, that's true. Punchy punch, Boncho? Yes, Boncho. Do I need to examine anything in particular? Really? This wingy room makes the place looks like some kind of saloon, but looks like an egg shot. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cats will fall over. Ouch. Say it'd be more yarg. Myself. Really? Can I not use the thing? Okay. I guess I can't. This place is charged for frantic energy as always. Please! Wasn't that... One steak lunch, please! Oh, it's you. There we go. No, it's not time for chit-chat. I'm a busy pal. Really need it's a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Look at him. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Oh no. Oh no! Now it's no time for despair. We called out our criminal. Now we just need evidence. Criminal, you mean? You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day that detective was killed in the prosecutor parking lot. Now the detective was killed at the police department. And the perpetrator, you have a suspect. Oh, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages, everything topsy-turvy. By that comes you, who was it? Listen, pal, I know I need me a steak blanche, pronto. Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head out to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a cool crime later. He ran off the evidence room. Well, his investigation is off to running start. If I'm not wrong, we're gonna find a really interesting character there. If I'm not wrong, it should be. You should know who this guy is. What the fuck is that? Oh, no. Yep. If I'm not wrong, it should be Mankins. Yep. Still do I feel better about things a little. I mean, they called the detective who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down the road right now. Things will just get confusing. What was that? Sir, what I was saying, me, a perpetrator? I say I was perpetrated against, sir. That's what I say. There it is. Mankins. Oh. Hi, greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Yep. Excuse me, but Mr. Edward, blah blah. Officer Mankins, you're a guard here. So you are a guard here at the detention center? No, sir. I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver your report. No, sir. How should I say it? Wait, he's in. Is he? You, Officer Mankins. You didn't? Did you? Perpetrator Officer Mankins reporting, sir. What? What? I cannot do that. No, this is an unexpected turn of events. Is it though? Sir, I'm a patrolman with my general's affairs, sir. Oh, I can hear you fine, Officer Mankins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The gas station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there is a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir? A suspicious person? What the hell? What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. When I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days. Might I ask what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could, wrapped it up, sir. Bandage on his hand? Oh, just like Miss Sky. There's only similarity between this case and one at the prosecutor's office. First thing first, tell us how you hurt your hand. You mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right, sir? Please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. You had labeled me as a perpetrator or a victim, sir. Then label me victim. I'm old, but you happen to be in detention and alive, and well, at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. You know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or another creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir. He doesn't know. Don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, when it happened, when the detective pointed the knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Derek Goodman has disappeared. Huh? When I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. And shock, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it! That's what? My head was blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember, sir. Man, you mean you remember what happened? Correct! The card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. That could be more exact, sir. Nothing. You better pry into this one little deeper. Deeper? Crime details. Can you tell me what you remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm lost there. Fuck off. You know, Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID. Oh, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leaped at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Well, unto to others before they unto you. My own father would, sir. What happened then? Well, my answer, everything went right. When I woke, I was there. Right. So, Officer Mickens, why was his dad that they arrested him? What do you mean, Mama? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Mickens didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, you don't even know if anyone could die. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That at least say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here. They told me that if I had to be him, sir, on that day at the time. Detective Goodman was definitely in their evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape from the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. He's there, it's me, it's not on tape. Okay. You wait until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. But thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess we better go check out the crime scene. Do we even have access? Well, wait, was there? Hey, Miss Wright looks who's standing at the chief detective desk. It's police chief Gant. And you are sure this is all? Hmm? You know what it means if there is anything missing. Sir, I'm sure he's most likely totally perfect. What? No, under his seat, cushion, behind his computer modem, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything turns up, you call me right away. You? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. Even the guy looks a little flustered. Right, my boy. How you been, swimmer? Oh, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Actually, I wanna go first to the entrance before he come hunting me down. Never mind. I guess we are not going there. Oh my god, it's so Is Edgy boy going to be okay? Oh, Bertie? Oh, you know. We're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sound like an inquisition. Yep, well, they had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gold Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sitting the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, writer? Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, he didn't do anything wrong, he did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why? They do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it will be bad for Bertie. What? Well, realistically speaking, if someone got, as a prosecutor, you got caught as a forged evidence, they have to check all the sentences that you made, right? If I'm not wrong. It's not right. Oh, they tell you the detective getting killed on their turf too. I mean, they're being the prosecutor, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's possible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what he says. What evidence is this? No, right. No, right? I can't give you away all our secrets just like that. And this is particular, and it's a little sensitive. I can't talk about it. Wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff, secrets. I can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. And he was the one you were picking on earlier, huh? You saw that? Oops. Wonder what he wanted the chief detective to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Ow. Oh, sorry, you had to see that. Oh, what exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there. That's good of it, Tess. He wanted to me to check for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonged to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. Wait, you kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. The lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date of is February 21. Better make note of that, just in case. Thank you. Should we get back to the investigation? The police department crime scene. Investigating, sorry. wondering, could you take a look at this? Oh, sorry, Victor. I drew with that stuff, drew it, to say. You'll find a guy who can't seem to sit still out there in the basement. There you go, shoot. The dancing blue aperture, yeah, indeed. Actually, I was wondering, if I could ask you a favor. Huh? Well, I never thought the day will come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. I think it's a mild no. No, Writer. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all. Writer, please, do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow you 50? I give them 50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. Just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you here, you can borrow this. Hey, this is a detective ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for gas, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's on. You just run along and do your best. Now, later, folks. That was weird. It looks pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Just think a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go into Abby's room now. Sir, I think his place is a bad influence on the girl. Let's move to the guard station. And we have the ID card from the chief guard. Let's just walk in. It won't open, huh? The card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well. What made my bambina sky so grey? Hello, partner. Officer Marshall, why does it have to be him? Why is this what? What's that? Why you guys have? Well, it was quite expected, so I'm kind of confused. What's that? Why does it have to be him? As you may have surmised, these were mines are in. We are here to investigate the crime scene. Yeah, the guy you go there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's march in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what are you standing there for, guy? Get along, the longest. The crime scene is waiting. Looks like the card reader is on again. Well, we are here. I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with your hombres. You are busy then. Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak to you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Have it! Have it your way! You steak lunch, boy. The spell reminds me of Texas. Officer Marshall, you are from Texas? No. No, I just saw a special to the video the other day. Oh my god, it's so stupid. I just watch a television, you know. Is this from my baby? Oh yeah, Mister. What is this? What? What's wrong? Fit a steak lunch. I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina. You win. Ask him. This is the sound what I make when I eat something. The same fucking sound. The same identical sound. Smack. Finally, it seemed like you're willing to talk. Interesting. Officer Marshall, you are in charge of security for David's room, right? You got good eyes, partner. You did a good job and great opponent. Actually, Officer Mankins at the detention center told us. Oh, sorry. And that boldly took on him. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong and calling him weakly. Told us something. Said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, I might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, a regular was galloping down the highway on the bay on my steed, Zippy. What the fuck? Thought he was riding down the highway with his horse named Zippy? There was no need for people here anyhow. This newfangled machine do a bang up the job of keeping eyes on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take two machines. I don't take two machines much. Unlike that stew broccoli, they sneak into next to your steak. You know? What the fuck? Risa told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was my dream to be a worldwide runner on the scene of the crime. It's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie on fire. I'm still investigating the SL9 incident we started. That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smelled like a bad game of poker. Yeah, let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you are better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, the case is officially dead as 2 days ago. 2 days ago, the day of our case. That's right. The evidence Transferrals. Edward was talking about the Transferrals too. No, that may be 2 of the machines here too. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, made machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stew cauliflower with my steak. The easiest one to understand are these here, series killers. Those are the ones of your machinations. Sorry. Nothing happens to the tapes that are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Maggie's Detective Goodman, are they on those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're a security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by default. Card reader leaves a record every ID card the passenger. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove the record is tied to the stabbing. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We have only evidence from this whole case in this room. I came here under presiding detective supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate them and turn out it was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? Oh. Sorry. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. February? I see. That's where it's like a funeral for the whole cases. 2 years after a case is always closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be investigated. That happened to SL9 2 days ago. Fudge. See this? This is the victim ID card. And the one that went on the ground with the parking lot? The number 5842189. Officer, show us the ID card record. There's none. It's impressive. There's none of these are there. Wait. Oh wait, sorry. None. My bad. There's none! Oh no! Sorry. It's the full one, yeah. Look at the phone number. It's a perfect match. Here's 515, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cars in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room? But wait, what did Officer Mackin says? So I entered the evidence room and I asked the man to display his ID. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me. If he had his ID then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Mackin's? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you the ID card record. Thank you. I got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to the other people with IDs here. Oh. Ooh. Like who? It's quiet. Investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room, right? It really is kind of like our graveyard. A graveyard is supposed to have grass and trees. This is more like our morgue. That's right, Miss Wright. You can't scare me. It kind of looks like a morgue. Oh, jeez. Whoa! Did you slap the gumshoe? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. Me too. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. Well, it's true that what I heard. Right now, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if everyone asks me, sir, I can borrow 50, I give you 50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate the room. To your heart, sire. Knock yourself out. Yep. So, the chief of police can't. You loan anyone 50 bucks? Even me? So that's what you were talking about? Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. Well, guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're the boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you want to have this. Okay, thank you. Should I be here? So the Detective Gumshoe, you're boss of for today? That's right. It's honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're the boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday findings to prepare tomorrow's trial. Oh shit. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. I'm adamant though. Need to take control to put this case to rest. My own evidence locker. Oh, a locker in here too? Evidence gumshoe? Of course, I'm a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open. Only you can open? I always believe in Mr. Edward, no matter what happens. So Miss Edward is with the inquiry committee now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edward just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end of Mr. Edward. For Mr. Edward. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Your locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Wouldn't that your ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID card can be lost. I'm on my third card since entering the force already. Fudge! That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprints? Exactly, pal. Look for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. I love this detail. There was no I recall there was no this detail. This detail is very cool actually. So the only locker we can open is a room. You will understand that one day. You will understand why there is a picture of that person there. Funny they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles. Can you see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, they get jobbed. Besides, what happened, my hand will be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprints locker. Evidence locker added to the core record. That's everything. Detective Goodman's card. You say everything cards and secret numbers that can never relax. That's only because you always lose your cards. I always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? Yeah. My face should be the ID now. What's the word coming up? Detective Gumshoe rebel against the system. Jesus! Anyway, oh! He closed it back. Wait, what? Ah, fudge. There was a really cool detail, by the way. I don't recall seeing that. I love that detail. Do I need to scan this? Oh, the super weapon. This is from the previous case, if you recall. We have the ball, and I guessing this bag that there is missile inside. That dog inside. Is this blood? There's a little wound, but this definitely There's definitely handprints here. It looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains left in the room? Sure, use the fluid. Big ass fluid. Looks like one open. This one's open. The green indicator line above the door is lit. The locker is coated with Detective Goodman fingerprints. So it's Detective Goodman locker, yeah? Sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we close it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Their gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded. That's the evidence from the case, you know? That's all right. It does have a tag on it. Rubbles? What is rubbles? Oh, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. There's the gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. So apparently from the case. A vase? The case? That's a nice instrument, pal. See the sticker on the pieces? There? Another piece of that's the closer look. I wonder what shape pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try to put it back together? Oh, good luck with that. There's no job for an amateur. Why I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to get out. That's why I always carry around the tube glue. Why you have a tube of glue? All these pieces looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh yeah, I remember this. Wait, what? Oh, you are just turning it. Okay. I think this. No. How do I confirm? Combine. Oh, E. How are we doing the whole thing? Looks like it. Right? No. No. Can I? No, use these pieces. Just don't have to up to anything. My bad. I pressed the right one. Maybe I'll give another shot later. Can we do it? I misclick R. Sorry, I misclick my right mouse pad thingy. What the hell do you call it? I right click it. My mistake. Ah, I have to restart everything. Okay, that's mean. Was this one right? I don't recall. I have a memory of a potato. Oh my god, really? This should be easier, right? It looks like it. What? Are you sure? What the hell is this? It's really weird. I cannot see it. Rotate left, rotate right. Sure not. Oh. Well, thank you then. I cannot see the top, so I'm not sure. No, wait, no? Should it be this? No. Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Maybe this one. Wow, it is. I remember there was the reason why it was kinda hard, because if I'm not wrong, there's a missing portion. Like there's a piece missing from all these maps, I recall. I don't remember what. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, there it is. The reason why it was messy because there was a missing part. Make it a bit harder. It was not complete. Well, I think we did. We did it, but some of these pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too, in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing. Well, some pieces were stolen, but they were missing to begin with. Still. They look like the most stable kind of jar. If I'm not wrong, it's not a jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. A stable jar added to the gold record. Paint? Oh yeah, there was painting since the dawn of time. True art has always been a war against oppression. True art. It was for the blue badger, by the way. He's noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we are witnessing the birth of the blue badger. Well, you might say this is my studio. Here? The visitor room? Really, bro? Really, brother? Really, brother? Do I simply press it? Okay, no, I don't know. This is interesting. There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess this must be evidence for some cases. Wonder if the detective hunter put this here. Here you go, pal, making me out of some kind of slum. Not responsible for the evidence here, let's say. But that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? You leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. Many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence. Unlike the detective Yamshu leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. But doesn't tuck in his shirt under that French coat either. We are going to talk behind someone's back. Don't do it right in front of them, pal. Do I simply present it to him? I remember. Present it then. Use this. Do I actually examine it? The fuck? Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. I see a piece of evidence, I don't know nothing about it, I say nothing. Nothing! That's fine. Okay, what the fuck? What is lying here? Okay, yep. There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. And make sure to remember the next time I make a jar. Okay, I examined that. There's something else I can examine? Space stuff with evidence stuff with dreams. Dreams? Not sure about the dreams. I won't open. It won't open. You really think it would? Hey pal, our security is high tech around here. Around here? It's high tech. Okay. Why don't you? Remember you have to spray. Don't remember how. I remember you have to spray in this area. And you also have to like some sort of examine it. Oh, looks like this big pile of junk in the corner. Looks like a carton. It's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they called was some sort of escape artist and he got away. Hey, that's one of those human profiler for range testing. It's being shot square into the forehead. Wow, better him than us. I don't know. Okay, that's business. Looks like you don't need an ID card to get out. I wonder what will happen if Officer Marshall cut the power while you were inside. Let's hope he remembers we're in here. Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here. What a sorry looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole. Never did get around to use it. Wait, I've seen this somewhere before. Right, pal? That's the metal detector. The one that led you to the solving of the case of the Gold Lake, remember? Right, well, that feels like it was ages ago. And I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. Sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap looking box? You can't judge a person or machine by their cover, you got to look at their heart. Can I take it? I feel like I need it now, more than ever. Yeah, kinda done. We'll see anything. Worthwhile. I'm quite sure that I was here supposed to examine this. Why don't you allow me to examine it? It's not like it presented to Daphne. Which means, okay, bad actor was the most surprised of anyone because of the SLN connection, SL9 connection. That's what Miss Edward, the first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edward was the man to be fiat. Why would the evidence of that case turn up now? That is not all the fault. Maybe there are some loose ends left from that case. Okay. Can I simply present this? You can open it, yeah. Notably, it's locked the fate in this lock system. Blah blah blah. After all, the detective was out here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors. It was cool. Jeez. What is it? The second number. It's not your ID number, is it? Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edward! What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edward. What? What? ID card. Recording the card record. Where will Edward have come to the evidence room? The second number? I mean this one. Oh, Miles Edward. Oh, thank you. I love it that you write it down. Anyway, there is another. These two are the same number, so I'm guessing there's both Mackings? These should be Mackings, right? Because he entered after Bruce Goodman. Right. So who is 77777? That's the $100 question. No, that was a bloody violent case. So it was a murder. A serial killing! A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edward built his case around that kidnapping. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edward right in the spotlight and started a rumor mill. Rumors? About forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the Transferrals the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So, there's reached by a knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. Oh, we can examine this? Oh, weird. That's the SL9. Is this another piece of evidence from the case? Never did I care the word tag, it's confusing, huh? What's so confused about that? Do you know how many other words sound like? Sound like it? Lag, egg, nag, lag, sag. Okay. Sag? Is that a word? You challenge me? Or are we playing word game now? Hey, that's it. That's the king prosecutor award, yes. Of course, man, I got a word for diligence. Okay, never mind. Guys, give me a second. I'm really confused how they have to spray the thing. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, okay. Sorry, guys, I didn't know. So you have to go to tab call record. You have to go here and spray. I didn't know that. Oh. Do I have to examine it? Okay. I knew it! It's on my right hand. What? Why are you so surprised? What's the matter, detective? This locker, it's mine. Yours? Please. You have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You do that for me, won't you, pals? It's an important clue that jot you down to the blueprints. I got you guys, believe me, you can trust the police. What? You're the detective. I love it. Even the police people's like, oh, you cannot trust the police. I don't know how much spray you have it, but I definitely use it over. That must mean they must be full of blood. Never seen anything like that. I'm not professional, but what's your point? What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Who did that to him? Was actually an alien. I wanna stab him now. This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I make a note on this note. I make a note of it on the floor. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. That's it? Oh yeah. Slide. Hey, maybe there's something here. Oh, there's another one. Oi. I'm getting a reaction here. There's no reason for the murder to touch this spot if you bleed out of the room. That might be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What is this? It's called luminol testing. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. Just borrow 50 bro. We just borrow 50 bucks from the sheep. Get this sample. I always buy my mail. Well, I better shop these now on the floor, man. What? But look at the time. Buy luminol? You can actually buy it. Oh, that's interesting. Was there something you needed to be going to? Just that Mr. Adler inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I need to give my report for the day. What? It might help you now. What? Why are you giving me this? Report? You mean the note written on the back of the flyer? The one say nothing but no problems? Hey, Mr. Adler, we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. Believe in him. Who needs an enemies when you got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. What? What? What you gave me? What the fuck was that? I should probably see what Edward has to say too. I'm very confused, sorry. Guess we're done here, right? This was it. It's kind of messy. Oh, hey. Oh, hello, bellboy. It's no long to see. Like, I actually don't recall him being here. I guess. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edward, I beg your leave so long. Is Edward here? They're standing by the window, teacup in his hand. Right. Has the hotel bring him tea service? Must be nice to be a lawyer, I guess. Miss Edward, you are back from the district prosecutor office inquiry. I am. By the way, the Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Oh yes, he brought me the latest information, it seems. This is foreshadowing. This shit you see here is called foreshadowing. I want you to know that. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. Oh, the real info is on the other side, Edward. Poor Mr. Edward. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Wow, Jesus Christ. I mean, you try to persecute one of your boss, and also you being worked really hard to. I think because he's when he was so sure about everyone as criminal, now he's having doubts about everyone he's convicted. We'll say. How did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communication error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believes that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time again. Again? I heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney, however. Something happened? They gained control of the investigation over the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why ask you? Why? All along I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still, I never think this is out of sorts. You want a base? I don't know. Oh, right. Oh, I forgot about that. Alright, I better check these out now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage? Edward, you went to the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edward? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for the case that brought up half a year ago. The AI-16. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor office. But it was solved, right? It will have to be... But it was solved, right? It will have to be if the evidence was already filed. Well, Chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought these back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious! Now I'm fucking curious. Now I'm curious about these other cases. I better make a note of it. AE1. Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Okay, that's awful. Let's present this. I know you. You probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with the case you were on the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion you were propped up in. But the man will revive the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. He must be talking about his father murdering that elevator. Okay, Edward, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth! The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the Deputy Chief of Police at the time. Lemon Miguel Cove was involved in the case 2 years ago? Too? Then? He was a top officer and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Oh, you get nervous too, Mr. Edward? What I want to know is why he was a Deputy Chief of Police on the investigation. In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. Whenever dealing with a vicious murder, if I let him go, the blood will be on my hands. You won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not, I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. Assistant? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Huh? Yes, of course. Why just today, Miss Ryan, we're using this. Luminal testing fluid, huh? Well then, you might have used this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We're the enemy, you know? I have no saying to the investigation. Do as you will. Actually, I'm really... No need to thank me. Hey, take your powder and these fingerprints files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to the typing gumshoe as well? Fingerprints out, received. Well, let's get going. One last investigation, right? Do you seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere? No, I don't recall. What the fuck are you talking about? Absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I need to remember to cut this out. That would be funny. That would be actually funny. I'm like, oh my god. There's nobody. Handprint. Handprint. So many handprint. He's the blonde on the detective evidence record. So I remember actually taking me hours to deal with this because I couldn't find the other print. You know, not this one, the other one. Right, let's get started. So choose a finger. Any finger? Finger. Finger leaves behind slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have the left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. I have to choose a finger too? Wow. Oh, okay. Now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how this is done. You must starting to get a sparkle in your eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminium powder around. How do you do that? With enter, see? Oh my god. It looks like that they made a trick. The powder, others completed to us. Oh, I have to. I remember playing this on DS, so I have to actually blow. Yeah, actually blow onto the DS, you know? Blow. Like. And yeah, blowing. What the fuck? What the fuck are you thinking? Okay, anyway. I don't know how he's gonna do this. Do I need to open my microphone? Are there learning powder? Are there completed footprints? Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? With E! Exciting, I know. Yeah? With E! By actually blowing into the thing, into the S. Imagine you are blowing out the candles on a birthday cake, see? Wow, that looks like fun! Might take some getting used to it. It won't go up your nose or anything. Just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Towards the basic fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. Guess I better give it a try. You feel it. You feel it. You feel the dust? Okay. E. That was easy. Oh, you did found one. But this looks nothing like fingerprint. Now that you mention, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? It's probably a glove. I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left the handprints must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we mean wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Scientific investigation. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for the other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door. Again, closely. Oh! Seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprint outside the blood. Yeah, you have to do this. Because you have to blast it a lot. E! That was easy. Yeah, it's a mess. You have to completely cover it up. Completely. Make it white. So white. Yeah, print. So clear. Dancing. Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up to right away. So we are not done yet, yeah? This is my process. Well, we have to find someone, I guess, to compare it and match it. There's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? Yes, you're right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edwards. And point out the person you think left his prints. Oh, I'm supposed to do that? Made a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprint are different. That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. Ooh, so whose fingerprints will we most likely find on these evidence locker? Gumshoe, I think. Yup. It's kind of different. I remember this. Compare is complete. Match found. Aha! So these springs belong to the Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me these, so what? I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up nothing this time, but there's always next time. So this is our tutorial. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You got to switch punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy, I guess. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was another handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Slide. Examine. Here. This is where? Right. There was a handprint here. Okay. Are you using this? They're called eye sparkling. Check for prints. Okay, let's check for prints. Oh, but I have to warn about something first. What? Here with the blood was wiped out, right? We only end up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped out away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. You say the probability of your hypothesis is high. Don't ask me. Anyway, you must try to find prints that weren't wiped out away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. So we cannot... Actually, what the fuck? There's some here. Sometime you miss, sometime you don't, sometime you both. Oh my god, so much wipe out in here. Oh my god, oh. There we go. Not enough. If I'm not wrong, is the how you call it? Guns? Yeah, no wait. No, it's not guns. Doesn't look like it. No Angela? Is Gamma? No Becky? No, it's Gan. Looks like his, right? Am I wrong? No, actually, Jake Marshall. Marshall? Compare. Match found. Hey, these fingerprints, what are they? Is someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall fingerprints found with her. That's got to be a coincidence. He's not involved in this crime. He's decidedly different from the diving option prints. The luminous reaction of the blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh! So, have Jack Marshall fingerprints. My wife lost him? But why will Officer Marshall? Looks like our investigator is finally turning up some results. Because this is what you call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. It's actually more messy. It's actually more messy! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the end of this episode. We're gonna save, and we're gonna tell you to, I don't know, go to bed, maybe. I don't know when you're watching this. Take care of yourself, and hope you enjoy. Leave a like or subscribe, as usual. I'm my mom, and take a lovely day. Have a lovely day. Well, good, lovely bye.